Hey there. We had to get tires for this rig. We ended up getting 4 tires, and so we wanted to bring you along and share a few of the things that we learned along the way. So here we go.
We're at Commercial Tire in Caldwell, Idaho. If you followed our channel, you know that in June of 2025, we purchased a 2014 Tiffin Allegro bus. The tires on the bus were from 2018, and we will show you how we found that information. So the tires have some weather checking, and being that they're 8 years old, we decided it's time to replace those tires. So the number that you're looking for is actually this number right here. And so it is the 37th week of 2018.
37th week of 2018. And that's what you got to keep an eye on. After they've been about 5 years, you kind of want to think about changing them out because they recommend them getting changed out about every 5 to 6 years.
So we have errands to run today, so while they're changing tires, we are going to go drop some stuff out at our storage unit. So I think we mentioned before that we have a storage unit. We actually have 2. We have one that has all the stuff that goes in a house when we eventually end up in a home again someday, assuming we do that. And then we also have a second storage unit that had the leftover stuff that didn't fit in the one storage unit, and this is it. It's a small little storage unit, but it ended up being sort of a staging area for us. So in the winter, we can put our summer stuff in here, and in the summer, we can put our winter stuff in here. So dragging all of this with us in the bus, there's just not enough room. So tell me in a comment below, is this cheating? Should we have gotten rid of all of this stuff?
Cheating. It might be that we have too much stuff.
We have too much stuff for sure, but it might be cheating, but this is how
This is too much stuff.
This is how we're rolling. Robert keeps saying we're not cheating. But it does work out nice because we can put our summer clothes in here in the winter, our winter clothes in here in the summer. So it just gives us a little bit more options, and it's not horribly expensive to have this little space.
What do you want to know?
So you had said there's a difference between machine balancing and the bead bag. So can you explain what the difference is?
Absolutely. So this is a bag of beads. You guys are running like a low pro 22, which is a 22-inch tire that is not, they're considered a low pro. They're shorter than like a 44-inch tire. So we would put these in there, and when these open up, there is, I can kind of show you some here. There's this little, looks like confetti, but there's about 10 ounces of that in this bag here. And as the tire spins, it stretches. And where it stretches is the thin spots in the tires, where the tire's not as heavy. And so that's where these settle, and it helps equal out the balance of the tire. If you wanted a machine balance, you'd throw a bunch of these lead weights on there, which is typically for like a lighter vehicle, like an F550, all the way down to like a Honda Civic. You know, tires that are very well made. You know, they're not, these tires are 180 pounds. Okay. You know, a tire that's 40 pounds, something that's gonna wear very well. These are more accurate. But with a tire like this, you're gonna get wear on it, something like this tire here, where you're cupping on the edges. So a machine balance, it's gonna be really good for like the first, 10,000, 20,000 miles. But after that, you're gonna have to come back for a balance every 2 months, which is just not what you're looking for. So we put these beads in there, and you can see the old beads in your tire here.
Oh yeah, okay.
And hopefully it continues to ride great for you guys.
Yeah, well, that's good. That is great. So Yeah, I was going to say, so that doesn't, you were saying that the weights just don't last that long, and it's something that I've learned too, so.
Yeah, we put them on there, and especially with rigs that heavy, you know, it's not a 10,000 pound F550, so
right.
they'll chew those tires up, especially if you're on the asphalt all the time.
Okay. Now on the steer tires, would you recommend, which one would you recommend?
I would go bead, especially on something you're going to be in every day.
Okay.
If it's just like a weekend, you know, concrete truck, or we get these long haulers in that think it's like the best, but they have to stop every time they go to, you know, across the nation and get their tires rebalanced. Because it rides smoother, it for sure does. Because we will equal out, you can see on my screen there it says 0 ounces. That's from our last balance, and that means there's 0 weight, the tire has 0 vibrations, it's within tolerance, it won't shake at all, but, you know, after 2,000-3,000 miles, your tires aren't the same shape anymore.
Right.
And especially right after we put them on, there's air trapped in the bead here, and the tire stretches, it flexes, and it lets all that air out, and the tire is sitting in a different position than when we balanced it. So
okay.
that's why these are super handy.
Okay. Well, that's good. I learned something too. So I'm not a tire guy.
Been doing it 6 years.
Explaining that to me and anybody that watches our channel that
Of course.
They know. So.
Well, thanks for coming into Commercial Tire.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time and that you're coming on our channel and giving us a little, and our viewers a little lesson on tires. So.
Oh yeah, guys.
And look at there, we got pretty new tires. All fancy. We ended up getting 4 Bridgestone tires for the RV, and we thought we would let you know the cost of that for the 4 tires was $3,100 out the door. Tires for a motorhome aren't cheap, so if you're considering buying a Class A motorhome, keep that in mind. There's actually 8 tires on this, and the tires are not cheap. So they're big, and I think they'll last 5 to 6 years, so hopefully we won't have to replace these tires again for another 5 or 6 years. We have 2 more tires that we will need to replace next year, and then in a couple more years there will be 2 more tires that we will need to replace. So just keep that expense in mind if you're looking at buying a Class A motorhome. Thank you for joining us this week as we learned all about RV tires. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.